What is up, everyone? Welcome into IMHO. Lang?
Yes.
Guess what?
What?
It is Zebo week.
It's always Zebo week.
It's Zebo year. He is getting his jersey retired this week in Memphis for the Grizzlies. So it's exciting, right?
Yeah.
I mean, he's widely known as obviously a grit and grind god, a legend, one of the best power forwards that the Grizzlies have seen. That, you know, you'd rank him up there in the NBA in some kind of list. But
yeah, for sure.
Let's dwindle down that list for power forwards.
Okay.
I want to hear your favorite power forwards.
Okay.
In NBA history.
All-time power forward list.
All time.
So it's so funny because like now power forwards are so different than they were even when Zebo played. You know,
sure.
Nowadays you got to be a stretch forward. You got to be able to shoot the three, move out. Like a lot of power forwards, like rebounding is not the main focus anymore like it used to be.
Shout out Dennis Rodman.
I mean, guys like Rodman and other guys around that era also were like enforcers. Rick Mahorn, you think of guys like that. Not really a score first position as it has become now. So it's kind of comparing apples and oranges in some ways. But my power forward, my greatest power forwards of all time list, I would say like.
Well, give me number one.
Do you want one or like number three and we'll work to one?
Oh.
I don't know how to do it.
Okay, let's go 3 to 1.
I would say 3. It's probably tie. I'll put Kevin Garnett number 3.
Oh, okay.
I mean, Anthony Davis is somewhere in there too. Like he hasn't played long enough, and we don't know what he's going to finish up being. But he's sort of like the prototype right now for a power forward. I mean, he's almost a center, but I would put Kevin Garnett there at number 3. Just
okay.
He was sort of the bridge between that old school and the new school to me. Who's at like the bottom of your top list?
KG was actually in my honorable mentions. He's
Okay.
not in my top 3. My third is Dirk Nowitzki.
Yeah.
MVP, Finals MVP.
Yep.
13-time All-Star. He was on the All-NBA, whatever.
Yeah.
Dirk, yeah. I mean, we were talking
that.
about this. Like, this list, if you were to just, like, make your top 5, it could be so many different people because there are some, like, NBA absolute legends that play the power forward position.
Dirk and KG to me are in that same boat of, like, guys, like, they could dribble the basketball. They could shoot from the perimeter. Dirk wasn't really a rebounder, and KG to me was a little more defensive-minded than Dirk was.
Mm-hmm.
Block shots, rebound, played in the paint. Dirk really was like that perimeter guy.
He was like a face to the basket guy, for sure.
Number 2 on my list would be Karl Malone. The
Mine
mailman.
too.
Yeah, we got to have the mailman.
Okay.
Number 2 all-time in scoring. Went to the finals a bunch of times and lost to Michael Jordan. But the mailman always delivered. We probably both have the same person, number 1, too.
Who?
Got to be Tim Duncan, right?
It has to be.
Tim Duncan.
It
nice,
has to be Tim Duncan.
Timmy was amazing. 5 titles. I think he's top 10 rebounds, top 15 scoring, something like that. But
15-time All-Star, 2-time MVP, 3 times Finals MVP.
He just had no personality. And I loved him, but he had no personality, or he did have personality, he just never showed it. And I think that was probably why he never like became a bigger favorite than he was. But the real ones recognized, and I think you saw Tim play, and you're like, "Oh my gosh, this guy is just like a quiet assassin." He was an incredible player.
Do you have honorable mentions? Like I had Rodman in my honorable mentions.
Rodman, Anthony Davis, I threw out there. Who else did you have in your list?
Charles Barkley.
That's a good
Pau
one.
Gasol.
Powell. Charles to me is also like he should be probably higher up than we give him credit for. He never won a title, but the points, the rebounds, the consistency he did it with too was pretty remarkable. And he was undersized. Charles was 6'4.5".
Yeah. Like I said, this position, like I don't think it's a snub to be left off of like the top 3, top 5 because you could go on forever and there could be arguments for each player.
Yeah.
Like
all these guys are like in the NBA top 75, list or whatever it is, like the greatest of all time. There's a lot of GOATs that play power forward.
Is Anthony Davis the only one that we have actively playing?
Top of my head, probably. I'm trying to think of other guys. Like now, so often, like a player who would have been like a small forward 10 years ago, and now becomes a power forward. I mean, you don't even have, like PJ Tucker plays power forward a lot, and he
was playing center last year.
Like so, you don't really have to be. I think we mentioned Kevin Garnett, Dirk. There was this period where guys who were 6'10", 6'11", but could handle the ball, could get out on the perimeter, could shoot threes. It was really sort of this hybrid position. Rashard Lewis did it when the Magic went to the finals. There are these kind of like guys who stretched out the floor. And
Do you think Rasheed Wallace gets put in this list?
I think so. Yeah, she'd definitely be up there. Won the title with the Pistons and did it forever with the Blazers, and really kind of helped tutor Zebo too.
It all
when
comes
Zach
around.
was in Portland, so highlight that.
All right. Well, happy Zebo week, everyone. That power forward spot.
A lot.
It's a lot. We'll see you guys next week.